TV, Aaron Rodgers. You almost forgot about Giannis. He should come to your mind quicker than that, Chuck and Shaq.
You're right, A-Rod. I apologize, Mr. Rodgers.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Rodgers.
Okay.
Never happen again.
You're right, A-Rod. I love Aaron Rodgers. He's one of my favorite players.
Last season for the Denver Nuggets ended in bitter disappointment. An overtime loss in Minnesota on the last night of the regular season kept them out of the playoffs. They have rebounded this year with the fourth best record in the NBA, led by Nikola Jokic and his 8 triple-doubles. And the Joker is a first-time All-Star in his 4th NBA season. And he joins us now. Congratulations, Nikola, on the All-Star nod from the coaches.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you a lot.
So how did you get the word today? And forgive me for not knowing, do you still have family in Serbia?
No, my brothers are here, my girlfriend is here, so the usual family that lives with me is here, so it's cool.
What was the first call you made to let them know? What was the first phone call you made?
No, we have a group message. I didn't call them. I just texted them. I'm a star. They were surprised, I think, more than I am, because my girlfriend starts to cry and my brother started yelling and screaming at me. I was like, I mean, guys, come on. Let's walk.
Hey, Nikola, number one, congratulations on a fantastic season. My question is, when I watch you play, I think you'd rather pass the ball than score. Is that true?
I can pass a little bit, yeah, a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, that's my kind of biggest strength, I could say.
Nick, this is Shaq, having a great year, loving your game. Were you disappointed that another guy from your team didn't make the All-Star game with the success that you guys are having?
Actually, yes. Not just a big game, All-Star game. I think we had a couple of rising stars. Monte Morris is playing extremely good for us. Torrey Craig is playing really good for us. So I think we had like people could talk a little bit more about them too. You know, it's not just me. This is not just my success. It's all about the team, the coach, the coaches. You know, so it's not just me, but you guys pick just me. So.
Well, you know, it seems like your lack of excitement comes from the fact maybe that you think that you have some bigger goals for the Denver Nuggets, and do you think in that spirited
yes,
Western Conference?
Course. I mean, I think I mean when we started the season, I didn't think that I'm going to be an All-Star. I wanted to be a playoff team, maybe to go to finals, maybe win a championship. You know, so this is just kind of a little trophy to me, to give me more, like to embrace me, to keep working hard, keep working every day to get better, and to shock the world, maybe, you know.
8 triple-doubles this year, 24 in your career. The only center with more is Wilt Chamberlain. Now, when you hear something like that, what does it make you feel?
I'm surprised, to be honest. I thought that that there is more players. I mean, Shaq, I thought he has more, but but I guess not. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to keep doing what I'm doing. Maybe to kind of put some legacy behind me, if that makes any sense, you know.
Nikola, clearly you didn't watch Shaq play. He don't pass the ball.
Sure don't. I sure don't.
Yeah, he can jump and block the shots at least.
Hey, Nico, we got a tweet here that Will Barton put out there. Congratulations, AKA Big Honey.
Big Honey, that's your nickname?
Much-deserved All-Star selection.
No.
Big Honey, hey, Big Honey.
So what do you prefer, Joker or Big Honey?
I like Big Honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Joker. Yeah.
There's a real story behind Big Honey. There's a real story. Hey, Big Honey, come on, switch it up.
Stop.
Big Honey.
No.
Oh, yeah, you should have told us that one.
Well, you may prefer Joker, but
he made me. My bad.
No, go ahead.
No, he made me nervous, but I'm sweating right now because that big honey is killing me.
Well, that's
Big
all
honey.
we're going to call you from this point on. But we'll call you All-Star, too. Nikola Jokic, congratulations on your selection as an All-Star
Thank you.
this year. We'll see you in Charlotte, all right?
Bye, Big Honey.
Yeah, I know that Charles is really, I know that Charles is really excited, but Shaq is not. So I mean, thank you, Charles.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
When we come back, we're going to
honey.
check out Jordan Brand's All-Star Central, just a short walk down the halls of Turner Studios.
You know who he reminds me of? That guy played with Brad Daugherty. Joker.
There may very well be no athlete more important in American sports than Jackie Robinson. His breaking of the baseball color barrier in 1947 was one of the most influential events in the nation's history. The Hall of Famer was born 100 years ago today. And while baseball is the sport he's known for, basketball might have been his best sport. On February 10th, Beyond the Paint will examine Robinson's basketball talent as well as his social impact. Here's a preview.
To answer the question of how good Jackie was at basketball, it's my strong opinion that that was his best sport.
Mac Robinson used to say my brother was lightning quick. And maybe he would have developed a crossover and broke somebody's ankle.
He was a leaper, he was a rebounder, he was a ball handler, he was a scorer inside, he could shoot from outside. You know, just an all-around game.
And if you read in the yearbooks, as a basketball player, they describe him as being very quick, fast, a good defensive player, and a scorer.
He lettered in 4 sports at UCLA. He is still the leader in yards per carry from scrimmage in football. And he lettered in football, track and field, baseball, and basketball. Yeah, he was Bo Jackson before Bo Jackson.
My dad was not one to boast. My dad wasn't like that, but I did have a trophy room in our house. So I sort of understood his multiple sports by the types of trophies we had. So we had a basketball one. We had his football cleat, which was bronzed. You know, so that's kind of how I learned about his other sports.
This is from the Cleveland Call and Post, which is an African-American newspaper from 1946. Robinson, who was outstanding in 4 sports at UCLA, has this year made the transition from baseball to basketball without the slightest hitch. And with more than a dozen pro games under his belt, is destined to be one of the game's outstanding forwards.
Cannot wait to see that on NBA TV on
Definitely
Sunday,
watch that one.
February 10th.
Never knew he played basketball.
Yeah, I never knew any of that.
Because living in Los Angeles and former UCLA head coach Steve Alford. So when I went to visit him and hang out with those guys, I saw all of those things maybe about 7 years ago. We went and read about all of the things that Jackie had done there. I knew about football and basketball just because I'm a basketball lover, but I didn't know about the track as well, that aspect, just the overall understanding of how great he was and how influential he was in terms of breaking the color barrier. And when you say break the color barrier, Ernie, it's breaking the mental barrier of what people can do based on what they are.
What's cool is that, you know, my dad played Major League Baseball and played against Jackie Robinson.
Yeah,
and it was so cool to talk to my dad about, so what was it like when you were on the field, you know, playing against Jackie? And he just talked about what a threat he was as a hitter, as a base runner. How you could hear him coming and how he played all out. And he also was funny. He said, my dad was at the plate one day. My dad's a pitcher, and so my dad's at the plate. And Jackie Robinson's at first base, playing first base. And he had kind of the high-pitched voice, and he looks at my dad and says, oh, pretty good hitter. And my dad started laughing, and Jackie started laughing because he was just busting him at the plate. So very special. 100 years ago, Jackie Robinson born.
That's amazing. You know, we can never, speaking as a black man, I can never be thankful enough for Muhammad Ali, Mr. Robinson, John Carlos, Tommy Smith, all those guys.
Bill Russell,
Jim Brown, because to play sports in that day, the mental stress. I mean, first of all, sports are hard enough just to play, but the mental stress and the sacrifices those guys made it possible for guys like us to do our job. And so every time you see one of those guys, I tell them, man, I can't thank you enough
And again, February 10th on NBA TV at 6:30, you can catch that special on Jackie Robinson and his basketball career.
I gave it to Jackie Robinson.
You know, a week from now, we're going to be doing the All-Star draft.
Yes.
Yes. Team LeBron, Team Giannis. Do you want to know where we're going to be doing that?
Where's that?
We're going to be doing that in Studio D. And we're going to take just a little stroll to Studio D. And this
LeBron's first pick is who, Chuck?
Well, we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about what folks are going to see at home, because they've never seen this part of Turner.
They've never seen us walk.
They've never seen this part of Turner.
It's just dungeon back there.
No,
by the way, I got the Jordan 6 infrareds on here.
Ooh,
these things.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are really nice, because we are going.
After you, Ernest.
What the hell out here?
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
My people.
As always, we got Cirque du Soleil hanging out here.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Underdog.
Downward dog.
Y'all see what he's doing over here?
Downward dog.
That's just this
look
happens
good.
all the time when we're here.
Do that move
That
again.
girl got her leg up on her head.
Do that move again, underdog. Downward dog. Yeah, I like how you do downward dog.
And
Unbelievable.
Hands off the Cirque.
I can't believe we're going to stop watching that to walk down this dingy hallway.
No, Charles, you've probably never been down this hallway before.
Because there's nothing back here.
Well, this
Sure
is
there
where
is.
NBA TV,
Yeah.
when I do it over here.
Hey, NBA TV.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, Shaq is just giving out $100 bills.
That's right. You know how we do it.
Okay. Shaq's giving out.
And you know, during the Super Bowl week, you know, Dan Patrick is doing his
Thank you for your service,
radio
brother.
show here.
Appreciate you.
Bill Callen, very nice.
Oh, Bill Callen.
Yeah, so
Underdog, here you go,
wait,
baby.
Underdog, how did you get from Cirque du Soleil?
Underdog. Wait.
You are
How did
amazing.
Underdog get 2 places?
You are amazing.
Here you go, brother.
Oh,
Are those real hundreds?
Of course, they're real hundreds.
No, he
You
always
know,
do that.
mess around.
He does that
The
every
bank
day.
at Checkovia is always open, baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
brother.
so Dan
it's
Patrick's doing his
Super Bowl
show here.
weekend.
Rich Eisen is doing his show in this very studio right here, as a matter of fact.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, Shaq, you were on today, right?
Yes, I was on today.
I was too. Were you really, Kenny?
Yeah, shows the air tomorrow.
Yeah, so here's the way he's got it all laid out here. Rich Eisen, one of the true
I
great
get one?
guys. One of the true great
Hey, give him
guys.
100, he just threw
Look
me a
at
ball.
Chuckster.
Here you go, brother.
Wow.
Thank
Give
you.
her 2, because she looks.
No, she gets more. Here you go, young
Hey,
lady.
can I tackle this thing?
Go ahead. Don't hurt yourself now.
Good job.
Watch out, Chuck. Show you how good I am.
Catch that? Oh, we had a contest.
Rich is
like
not
this
going to
already.
like it if we're destroying the set.
Okay, all right.
And you could sit
Hey,
here all
Shaq.
day. Shaq, you could sit here all day and not throw one
a
in
couple
there.
extra hundreds because we just took the balls out.
Oh, for Rich.
Oh, the great Willie McGinnis.
Leave a couple hundred.
Guys, we're almost there.
Oh, we're
We're
not.
almost. No, we're
thought it was
almost
here.
at Studio D.
Well,
Almost.
Rich don't get all this money. I need to get that
Rich
back.
got a live audience in here?
Yeah.
He had a
Really
live
good.
audience.
All right.
pretty good today.
Are we here? We're
almost
we're
there.
almost
Wait,
to
wait.
Draft Central. Jordan
Hey,
Brand.
Shaq.
Draft Central.
You're not
Hey, Andy, look
oh, we got some more money to give
There
out.
you go.
Fellas,
There you
move to
go.
the table. Thank you.
How much you gave him?
I don't know, a couple hundred.
Okay.
Guys, we're almost there. You've done very well.
Shaq is tired.
Where are we?
I'll tell you exactly.
I'm gonna be tired of whooping your ass.
Tell you
keep talking,
exactly
Chuck.
where we are.
Shaq, we're on TV.
I'm gonna put you in this headlock. I'm telling you.
Where
right
are
now.
we? Are we here?
Hey.
This is.
Wait.
Here's
Underdog here.
Underdog
Here you
is
go.
again here.
My man, here you go.
There you
And
go.
gets all over the place.
You know how we
Appreciate
do
you.
every week.
Yep.
Every week.
Appreciate your service. J-Dog. Shot that commercial yesterday, boy.
Underdog.
Underdog.
So here we are, gang.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Jordan Brand Draft
My guy.
Central.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
We are the bold, the feared, and the emulated. The icons, the all-stars, and the future. To every player who's determined to leave their mark, this game is yours. Own it.
Where we going? Oh, we're going here.
I love
Yes,
these right here.
I knew you would get right to the shoes that we want to look at. Those
love
Whose do you think those are? Chuckster?
Kyrie Irving.
No, think of real style and flashy and bright.
This
James Harden.
No, this is Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
exactly.
These are sweet right here.
But why not 0.2?
Yeah, I saw those. I actually gave him a shout out when I saw those.
Those are sweet right there, too.
Those
what
are
Ernie
the
had.
ones I got on right now, as a matter of
But what
fact.
are Barkley's at?
Well, hold on, man. This is
You were with Nike?
the
I never knew that.
the Air Jordan 6 infrareds. And
You got your own shoe?
Yeah.
This
I don't know why.
is what MJ wore in 1991, last time the game was in Charlotte. And you remember the game in Charlotte in
Yes, I do.
because you were
The MVP.
exactly
Could you
right.
imagine, Ernie, if he
that
never
the game
played
you had
with me in North
17
Carolina?
points?
None of this would be here.
That man
I'll
got
tell you what.
people
Let me
scoring
say this
17
let me say this one thing about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the GOAT. But the number one thing he did, he's the first guy that made shoes fashionable. And he's the reason all these guys are making money with their own signature shoe today.
Without question.
This is the Nike Adapt BB.
Is this the one that laces up on his own?
Yes, power lacing.
Oh, wait.
No, here's all you got. You push
Oh, you
this.
hit a button?
Power lacing.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, I thought it was an app on your phone.
No, you can do it on your phone as well. But you can, that feels good.
I don't think that you would. I don't think you would try to do anything from an app.
So all
on
I
your
have
phone.
the question is,
You would wait.
do
you
we
would use
get
an app
every
on your
pair
phone to
of
put your
these?
shoes on.
Do I have every pair in my locker? All right.
So, you know, it's amazing that you can push a button and tie your shoes now, lace them.
Yeah, that would have saved you a lot of trouble because you can't do it right now, so you need those.
I almost
You
said
can't.
Tuck
you
your shirt
can't,
in, man.
Yeah.
You don't have yours tucked in.
So you like the digs here?
Oh, I
this
love
is where
it.
we're going to be doing the draft next week. Team LeBron against
I think those are Scottie
Team
Pippen.
like
against
these
Team
right
Giannis.
Ooh, look at the Max. These are the Air Max.
And when we come back, we're going to kind of give you a preview and figure out who these guys would pick if they were the captains.
Okay.
We'll be back.